Hey, how y'all doing today? I'm gonna tell you something that you might not know about me. Oh, my name is Ayin, by the way. Ayin Kilimanjaro. I'm gonna tell you something that y'all might not know about me. Well, if you're watching these videos real closely, maybe you kind of picked up to a degree on what I'm about to say. Or after I say what I'm about to say. I'm a quitter. You know what? I forgot I had the title of this video, so you probably already knew what this was about. Anyways, I'm a quitter. I'm a quitter. What I meant when I was talking about, if you were, depending on how closely you were following these videos and on some of the things that I've stated, I told you, I don't like a challenge. I want things to go smooth sailing. But I'm a realist. I know realistically, life's imperfect. You're going to have some bumps in the road. You're going to have some knuckleheads you come across. So I know that. But yet, I'm a quitter. I know you hear from some people, they say, you know, hey, look, I can't stand quitters. You know, a person that just quits. We've heard this time and time again about quitters. This is what I'm going to say about quitting. I'll quit something in a heartbeat. It could be whatever. Whatever is being a thorn in my side. If I can't see the end goal on it, I'll quit whatever. But let's take a closer look at this on how and what are you quitting. Do you quit everything? Are you walking around aimless, just throwing, what's that saying? This is not the saying I'm going to say, but I'm going to say this for the sake of time because I don't want to sit here pondering this. Throwing caution to the wind and you're just doing everything? Is that what you're doing? And you're just quitting? Yeah, then you might legitimately beat out me and having the label of a quitter. But what I'm talking about is, it's not a twist of this video. It is very much what it's labeled. I am a quitter. Up on things that I find I don't find any value up off in, or I don't see an end goal, or I just don't want to do. Because guess what? That's the awesome thing about you walking in your shoes and you calling your own shots up off in your life. I do what I want to do. Or don't want to do. And you know who I need validation from? Not any of these people around me. So I am a quitter. But let's rewind this back a little bit. Like I said, ain't no twist to it. It's what this title of this video is. When I set out to do things, I do have a purpose in mind. I have a goal. I have an agenda. I have things that I'm trying to do. Sometimes, hey, I might reach it a little sooner than, I saw fit. Or sometimes whatever it is that I may be doing, it might not serve the purpose that I need to do anymore. May lose interest. If I lose interest, lose motivation. Now you have some ups and downs in anything that you do. But if I truly lose interest in doing it, then why am I doing it? See, that's the reason why I stated earlier in some of those other videos when I was mentioning, to a degree, I can't stand memes and just some of these old sayings that we've heard time and time again, because you got to put them to the test. Are you okay? are you not going to quit on things that's even bad for you? I know I'm being condescending in that there, but back to what I'm talking about. Quitting. I like to have a purpose set up behind the things that I'm doing. If I find out that it no longer serves that purpose, I got a choice to make. Either I can go on, or I can put my time elsewhere. Or if I just lose interest in it, what's the need in me keeping on doing it? Now, wait a minute. Now, I'm thinking about something. I'm going to touch on something I said in an older video when I'm talking about, like, perhaps being on a job or something that you were working and being miserable. But you're just like, man, I really hate doing this. I got to, X, Y, Z. But it may be an end goal. Like, I'm in a bad situation now. Just if something comes along. It may be some things that you may have to tough it out on. Because like I said, I realistically think that, nothing is smooth sailing. Relationships, nothing. Because life's imperfect. Not there yet. So, that being said, I'm going to need to make adjustments in everything that I do. Who I'm dealing with, the things that I'm, actively employed or doing for a vocation. I'm going to make some judgment calls. It's called leading your life. You think I care what anybody says? I remember one time, it was a family member. I think I said this in an earlier video. I remember going to college. I was commuting in another town. And I was working in the town that I was doing. Single parent at the time. Was up at college in another town, like I said, commuting. About 40 minutes away, 45 minutes. I don't know, almost an hour, whatever. Hadn't driven that drive in quite some time. Just got into school, had gotten a call. My daughter was sick. And I'm like, man, I can't be missing, I'm knee deep into this degree. Man, I can't be missing this, that, and the other. But I gotta go get her because, and then she said, and then, the things that's coming along with that. And I kind of thought to myself, I'm like, man, I should just quit. Because this is hard. I'm pushing this all up on my own. There was other things going on. I'm like, this is hard. I probably should quit. But I didn't. Because I remembered what I was trying to do, how I was trying to better me so I could have it better for my daughter and just some long-term things up off in place. So I didn't. It wasn't a valid reason for me quitting. And that's what I'm going to touch on later in this video. So I went ahead and got over that. She was cool. Continued going on back to school. Things worked out. Graduated. But I remember during like one of these low, because there was a few low points, and I don't know if it was this situation or other. I probably recalled it better in another video since it was a couple of years ago, probably a little bit more fresh on my mind. But I remember talking to this family member, and I was like, man, this is hard, I might quit. And the person said, to me, it really ain't inspiring. I know y'all probably waiting for me to share something inspiring. They were like, you can't quit. Because, but they had attitude with it. And I was just like, wow, what do you mean? Just starting something, you can't quit. They really couldn't give me a valid reason on what they were saying behind, like, not quitting. The only thing I can chalk it up to, and even talking to you in this video, is just like what I stated. It's things that we hear time and time again, and you follow blindly because you don't put it to the test. You don't challenge it to see if it has any validation. It just sounds good, and you just don't want to be looked at as like one of these things that people just went around saying without applying any type of context to. So, like I said, I went on and I continued on doing it. When I was doing it, I know for a fact I didn't get on what this person was saying because I still don't understand. I still couldn't give a reason upon it. Other than it's just like, just finish the things you start. I think I remember them, if it wasn't on that occasion, maybe it was another one. Them talking about some things they had barked on in life, and even though they had gotten off on an exit of pursuing and doing something, they pursued it up to a good stopping point and then stopped and then got up out of it. I'm like, what's the difference? What difference does it make? I mean, I guess I could applaud you, but then again, I'm falling prey to the same memes that I'm sitting up here talking about. I guess I could applaud you to get to the stopping point, but you still quit. I mean, so what was the purpose of you just knowing that this wasn't for you and then you rolling on to do something else? So that's my point. So I'm just like, okay, what? Sometimes I think people just want to talk to be talking. But this brings me to my next point. The whole thing of what I'm talking about this quitting and me being a quitter. Where are you headed once you quit whatever it is that you're doing? Relationship, whatever. What's your end goal looking like? Okay, so you readjusted. I just quit this. I got to do something else. I hate this job. I got to quit this. I can't do another way. Do another day. I was laughing at a coworker one time when they were stating, he was like, man, there's nothing more miserable than doing a job that you hate. Sometimes you just, they said another comment, but I know one thing that I was thinking, I'm not going to say it here up on YouTube. I remember me thinking, I was just like, yeah, you're so sick of the job, you just feel like you could vomit. Just like, I'd much rather vomit than going up off any. I just can't do it anymore. But with that being said, I'm just trying to bring a little humor to it, because like I said, I understand. But if you're doing that, what's your next step? What's on the table? That's how you determine on where you're going further. I've had to make that call time and time again. On, hey, I hate this job. I could quit right now. But then when reality kicks in, not that you scare yourself into continuing on or doing anything. Okay, what is it about the money? Because if it's about the money, and I can't really get something that's doing equal here, because I'm going to bring more calamity up on myself, I'll buy my time out. I'm going to keep riding this through, but something's got to give. I gotta improve this somehow. I need to work on doing something else. What are you putting in place? What's your stepping stone? Are we just arbitrarily quitting things? That goes back to what I said earlier in this video. Are we just aimlessly doing things? No thought behind what you're doing, how it's going to affect. You're just like aimlessly, floating about and just like doing. Then yeah, you might end up quitting a lot of stuff, because you're going to find there's a lot of things you may like or dislike. And to that, I'm going to say that may be even fine to a degree if you don't know. And what you're doing is you're trying to find things that you like and dislike. But don't put yourself in a bind doing that. I think I need to use the word aimlessly one more time before finishing out this video. I'll try to sneak it in here later. But let me think if there's anything else I want to add. Anyways, that's my story behind quitting. That's my thought process up on it. I don't care. It comes down to walking in my own lane, dancing to my own tune, but yet still getting things done that I need done. I'm about to quit this video because I don't have anything else to add. And mad that I didn't squeeze the word aimlessly in there one more time. End the video. Stay encouraged. Avoid being discouraged. I'm Aim. Y'all have a good one.